students, welcome to today's class. How are you students? Fine? Good. Today we are starting a new chapter, that is chapter 8, Medieval World. In this chapter you will be learning about the formation of feudalism, feudal social organization, development of cities, changes in the field of education and art, cultural progress and achievements of the Chinese and the Arabs during the medieval period, etc. Let's start this chapter with a description from your textbook. See 5th century. The Europeans lived in fear of the constant attacks by the Germanic tribes of northern Europe. The entrenching attackers looted cities and massacred people. The natives approached their kings for protection, but the kings were helpless. Finally, the kings arrived at a solution. They declared that pieces of land would be given as reward to those who protect the life and wealth of the people. Several chivalrous lords came forward to protect the people, and they were rewarded as promised. They in turn distributed these pieces of land among others who were loyal to them and were ready to render their service. The land so obtained was handed over to some others on the same conditions. Farmers were engaged to work in this land throughout the day. The life of these farmers was not better than that of the slaves. This description gives us some hints about the European history during the medieval period. In world history, the period between the 5th and the 15th century CE is known as the medieval period. From the description, we get the information that the Europeans constantly faced attacks. The king distributed pieces of land to the lords who helped in defending the attacks. The lords gave land to the lesser lords and demanded service from them. The lesser lords gave land to the farmers, and the farmers worked hard for the lesser lords. This diagram shows the various strata of medieval European society. The king enjoyed the highest status in the society. He was the sole owner of the entire land. He distributed land among the lords. In return, the lords offered military service. The lords in turn gave a part of their land to lesser lords and demanded services from them. This social system in medieval Europe, formed on the basis of land ownership, is called feudalism. The word feudalism was derived from the German word feud, which means a piece of land. Feudalism was a type of social, economic, and political system in which landlords provided lands to the tenants in exchange for their loyalty and service. The farmers stood at the lowest stratum of the feudal society. They were the majority and were compelled to work in fields and houses of the lords. The vast areas of land held by the lords were known as manor. Apart from the fields, each manor consisted of meadows, manor house, mills, huts of farmers, and a place of worship. Let's check the features of each strata of medieval society in detail. First position, king. The king enjoyed the highest status in the society. He was the sole owner of the entire land. He distributed land among the lords. Next, lords. They got land from the king. In return, they offered military services to the king. They gave a part of their land to the lesser lords. They lived in the vast areas of land known as manor. Lesser lords. They got land from the lords. They served the lords. Farmers. They stood at the lower stratum of the society. They worked hard as slaves. So, students, today we discussed about feudalism and the features of various strata of medieval European society. I hope all of you understood today's topic. We'll meet you in the next class with a continuation of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.